be back, ladies and gentlemen.
What is up, YouTube? I'm your friendly neighborhood Endman64, bringing you the next episode of Pokemon Scarlet. In the last episode, we went on a catching smorgasbord. We caught ourselves Rayquaza, Lugia, Necrozma, and Virizion. As you can see, that is 10 of the legendary Pokemon we have access to in this game. Technically 11, since Zapdos we've already caught. In fact, let's move Zapdos here. And we gotta move Terrapagos as well, because we need that for a special something later. So we have 11 of the 25 legendary Pokemon we can get right now, so let's shoot for another 5. So, let's see. Next up for us is Kyreum. Ooh, I forgot Kyreum's one of the legendaries for this. Now, I do not remember where Kyreum is, so we're gonna have to really pay attention to this one. See, I was up climbing the snowy mountains when a terrible storm blew in, and I had no choice but to hunker down in a cave underground. Don't even rightly know if I should call that place a cave. It was all soaring heights and wide passages, befuddling as any labyrinth, too. I was having a grand time exploring its many nooks and crannies when the sheer sheet of ice near me suddenly up and moved. I rubbed my eyes and, not believing what I was seeing, once I realized it was no ice sheet, it was Kyreum right in front of me. Who would have believed it, right? Alright, so that is in one of the passageways of Glacido Mountain. I don't know if we'll do that one first. So, that's just all of the group quests we needed to get. And Terrakion, okay. There's a Terrakion tree. Alright, Terrakion, I vaguely remember where it is. It was just a regular day as I was out doing a bit of my beloved rock climbing, as I'm wont to. I'd made it up quite high when I turned around for a breath. I could just make out Cortando in the distance off to the south. I was simply standing there, admiring that view, when next thing I knew, Terrakion had plunked down for a sit right beside me. Perhaps it was simply at loose ends. It sat with me for a time and we ate some snacks together. It loves that snack you have there. Beautiful. So Terrakion, I vaguely remember where it is. I'm not 100% sure. So let's see. We got our 20 solo quests. Suicune! Okay, nice. There's a Suicune tree. This one I'm 100% sure I know where it is. But, you know. See, I spotted Suicune once while I was out enjoying that famous lake you've got in Paldea. We ended up having a little contest of skill, seeing which one of us could get all the way to the shore fastest. We were off like a shot, but that Suicune, well, it runs right over the water now, don't it? Me being just your everyday human, the best I could manage was a nice solid backstroke. It was a fine race, though. Mighty fine, even if that Suicune did end up beating me by a whisker. A whisker. Yeah, come on, buddy. You do not have to lie to me, buddy. It is all good. Alright. There's 30. So next up is Entei. Nice. There's an Entei tree. Now, I have no idea where the hell Entei is, so let's see. Would you believe it? I've simply ran smack dab into Entei while out adventuring in Paldea. You know that stretch that's dotted with mines and everywhere you look there's another hole? Well, there was Entei popping through those caves like it was having a grand old time. I don't like to be outshone, so I did my best to keep up with the feller. Woo-wee, what a chase. We ended up all the way at the coast, side by side as we gazed out over the endless blue. It loves that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. Okay, so that gives us... how many? That gives us 4. So should we try for a 5th? These 4 are going to be pretty difficult to catch, so I think we'll settle for this in this episode. And worst case scenario, if we can't catch them all, then no biggie. We go to Paldea. First things first, we gotta fly to Cortando. I think. Vaguely. Actually, let's try here, the Western Province over here. And we gotta head south up to the point in the mountains where Cortando can be seen. And that should be where we get Terrakion. Suicune, I know 100% where it is. Entei, vaguely. And Kyreum, I'm definitely gonna need help for, so. Alright, so first things first. we're going to look for the mountain areas over here to the south of us. So let's make sure we're heading south. Thank God friggin' Kyreum can fly. Alright, so it's not going to be here. I know that. It's more in the open area. We have to be able to see Cortando in the distance. And if memory serves, it's going to be closer to... what's it call it? If memory serves me correct, it is going to be closer to Area 0 than anything. So, like, closer to the big mountains over there. Over yonder. So, we're going to start looking. That looks very promising. Over here. Start floating. Pokemon vanished. There's a donkey. And floating up here. Grab this item. If I'm not mistaken, it should be... There you go. Beautiful. Look at this little guy. He just looks so jolly and friendly. Unfortunately, he's rock type, which means basically any move I use is going to kill this guy. So I'm going to switch to Venusaur here and save again, just because. Because I'll be able to withstand all of his moves, and I'll be able to at least use Sludge Bomb to do some damage to him. Terrakion is the last of the Swords of Justice that we can get in this game. I did get Keldeo in Sword and Shield, but we can't get it in this game because this game is not cool enough. Terrakion is rock fighting type. I would have expected it to be ground fighting, but apparently the game just doesn't really care about that. And it's a pretty nasty hard hitter, all things considered. And I believe its moves are going to be Stone Edge, and Stone Edge is going to be its signature move, and the other moves it'll have on its own. So let's see. Earth Power will kill it. Giga Drain will definitely kill it. So it will Sludge Bomb, it resists, so we'll try to throw Sludge Bombs at it. See how much damage one does. Okay, just one then. Alright. We're doing very good for ourselves, I will say. It is nighttime, so let's try some Dusk Balls first. Or one Dusk Ball. Okay. We're getting very lucky with these Pokemon, I will say that. I believe that luck is about to dry out, though, because Suicune is an entirely different entity. Let's fly to Castle Lake first. It is not on this island, but it is on a different island. At least I'm 90% sure it's not on this island. It's going to be down by the water on a smaller island. I believe it's that one. But let's go see. As long as I don't have... It's not in the water, so it's not like you're going to have to go after deal with like 850 million of these goddamn Veluzas. And again, every time they attack me, it reminds me that I have tuna in the freezer, and I love tuna. Mmm. Tuna. There we go. Oh, Tropius, how you doing there, friend? I hope you have an absolutely magnificent day. But first things first. Bulky water. Either Venusaur or what's it called will do here, so I think we're good but just saving. Either Kingdra or Venusaur will do here. I think the only thing I should be concerned about is this thing might know ice attacks. That might be the only thing I should be concerned with. Suicune is the box legendary of Pokemon Crystal and one of the three legendary beasts. It is water type, pure water type, in fact. Even though it sometimes uses ice attacks, it's pretty damn good. It's lethal, it's fast, it hits, well, it's not really fast. It's extremely bulky, it's lethal, it hits hard. Arguably one of the best and most beloved legendaries ever. The only downside to it, I would argue, is, honestly, similarly to Milotic, you really can't get, like, a special moveset for this thing. It's basically this or bust. It's basically, like, Surf, Calm Mind, Ice Beam, and, like, another move that you're really going to teach it. Unless, of course, you're in, like, Gen 2 and you can do the Sleep Talk strategies. But I digress. We'll go Sludge Bomb, see how much damage it does. Ooh, nice. Okay. So its special defense is not as good as I remember it. Okay. Good to know. Alright, and what? Why are we catching these things so easily now? This is... I'm not comfortable with this. I guess we'll go after Heatran. We'll go after Entei next. Well, I wanna go to the... There we go. Let's go here. Why did it only take 2 balls to catch Entei? That is just mean. I mean, two balls to catch both Entei and Terrakion. That is crazy. Not Entei, Suicune. Entei location. Okay, let's see. Since I can't trust anybody else. Alright, let's see. I don't need to know about the Entei treats. I already have one. Okay, let's see. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it's going to be somewhere over here. So let's head over in that direction. Vaguely remember. While the stupid site loads. It's going to be up against a gate of some kind. So it's going to be somewhere over there. Gotta fly over the grass. Because, let's be real, Entei would burn any other grass. And hopefully Entei will be just as easy. But I think I'm going to have to switch to Kingdra because I don't think Venusaur can handle a couple of Entei Fire Blasts. Just saying. I'm just saying. First things first, get this item. Great Ball. And I was wrong. Unless it's on the ledge below us. Survey says, show me Entei. Okay, there we go. First things first. Look at this big kitty. He's such a good kitty. Or dog, whatever you want to call it. Change, switch to Kingdra, and now save. Alright. Entei is the second of the legendary beasts. Pure fire type. Does ridiculous amounts of physical damage. Pretty fast. Does decent special attack too. Unlike Unlike Suicune, though, it is not a tanky Pokemon, as you would expect fire types to be. To not be. Scald will most certainly kill this thing, so let's test Dragon Pulse. Thank you. You're so nice to me now, Kingdra. Now that you've got your maliciousness out of the way. You're so nice. You're not killing things in one shot now. Okay. Alright, so I'm confused, which is not really helpful to me, but I'm okay with that. We have a lot of healing items, such as full heals. I did have 69, unfortunately, but I had to use one. So, sunny day, put this thing to sleep. I wonder. I legitimately do wonder. Thank you, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, if I catch 3 Pokemon in one ball alone, that would just be ridiculous. That would just be absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so Entei should be waking up. There you go. Needs to be a butt. Extra sensory. That's an interesting move for you to have. So, sunny day, extra sensory, swagger. What's its other move? Gonna be Fire Blast? Lava Plume, okay. Okay, Caution to the wind, who the hell cares? We're having fun. We are catching these legendaries a lot more quickly than I thought we would. In fact, Entei didn't even need to be put to sleep. Beautiful. This has been an unexpectedly very successful episode. Okay. Kyreum. Kyreum will be interesting to find. I think we have to go to the same area we were in where we caught Spectrier. So we have to find the Dolly Zappa passage, I believe. First, let's heal. Heal my Pokemon, please. Alright, let's see. Find the cave entrance at the spot on the map above and look down just after entering the cave to spot it. Well, I can't tell because you keep trying to load ads on my thing, you gremlin. Okay. So, not using this one anymore. No, I don't want videos. I guess we're going back to Game Rant. I was hoping we wouldn't have to, but apparently I have to. After receiving the treat, Kyreum will now be waiting to battle you within the Dolly Zappa passage back in the Paldea region. The fastest way to get there would be to fly to the Dolly Zappa passage fast travel point and proceed up the passage to the north, taking a left where the trainer is standing down the hole of the cavern. So, we go up, head to the north. Keep heading north. Oh, hey, Medicham. How you doing? How you doing, fam? Okay. Above is the location of the Dolly Zappa passage, which is the best way to get to Kyreum. That doesn't tell me anything, you gremlin. You're telling me I have to go look for this damn thing now? Ooh, a cave. A cave? Wait a minute. My spidey sense is tingling. Hey, Jviolus. Okay. Am I right? It seems like it would be a very dumb place to put a dragon, but surely... No, just Larvitar. God damn it. Nothing there. Nothing there. So it wasn't there. so we're back where we started. Let's try this again. The fastest way to get there would be to fly to the Dolly's Opera Passage fast travel point and proceed up the passage to the north, taking a left where the trainer is standing down the hole of the cavern. To the left. Didn't we just go through here? I'm 90% sure we just went this way. Snow run, go away. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. What the hell? So we just had to take a freaking leap of faith game? Fine. Ooh, Umbreon. Do I not have Umbreon? I don't think I have Umbreon. I do not. So catch it, why don't I? Okay, I said. I will catch it. Assuming it wants to be caught. It does. Good job, Umbreon. Alright, that's another Pokemon down. And some more Eevee fur to worry about. When exposed to the moon's aura, the rings on its body glow faintly and it gains mysterious power. Cool. I prefer Espeon personally, but Umbreon's pretty good. That just leaves Flareon then. Which means I just gotta go catch an Eevee. Or go to wherever that terrestrialized Flareon was. I don't know. Hey, Kyreum! How you doing, fam? Okay. Kyreum is the last of the dragons of whatever from the Unova region. Ice type, which means Venusaur is most likely going to be useless here. Then again, so is Kingdra, but hey, who's counting? No. Kingdra, get back here. Don't be silly. Kyreum is the third of the trio. The first one, of course, being Zekrom, then Reshiram, who we have not encountered yet. We haven't encountered any of the Pokemon we've actually needed yet. Kyreum is Dragon Ice type. It has its own move, Glaciate, which does a lot of damage. But is not particularly very, accurate. So, we'll have to see what we can do with that. Flash Cannon will kill it. Dragon Pulse will kill it. Let's try Scald. Please don't burn. You mother... Oh my god, why do you hate me? Valerian, why do you hate me? You only burn at the least opportune moments. Alright, fine. Dusk Ball. Nope. Nope. Oh my god. This is awful. Oh my god. I have like 10 Dusk Balls to get this in. Maybe not even, maybe like 5. And then I gotta reset. But you know what, like I said, considering how easy this episode has been so far, I'm due for a Pokemon that's gonna make me struggle. And if I'm not mistaken, Kyreum actually has like a normal legendary Pokemon catch rate of like 3. So at least it makes sense. In fact, let me check that just to be sure. I'm actually curious. Yes, it is 3 out of 255. Okay. So at the very least, this makes sense. It's just been weird that Entei and Suicune and Terrakion have all been so easy. Yeah, Valerian can more than handle anything Kyreum can throw at it at this point. We've just destroyed this thing's self-esteem. Unfortunately, I have no way to heal it. So my best bet is just to pray that this Dusk Ball catches. Oh my god, what is this episode? What is this episode right now? What is this episode? What has this episode been? Oh my god. Oh my god, this freaking episode. Umbreon, you can go there for now. I'll move you somewhere else, but oh my god, what is this episode? Valerion screws me over, and I still catch frickin'... Oh my god. What is this freaking game? First things first. You, remove as the destination. I don't need you. We're going back to Blueberry Academy. I need to get more friggin' Pokemon. Oh my god, this is awful. Alright. So at least we can strategize who our next several Pokemon are going to be. Oh my god. Okay. Snacksworth, you got to give me a better challenge than the last 4 have been. So please give me something good. Okay, 40 points. Kubfu. Okay. I know where that one is. I don't even need to worry about this one. I was adventuring off in Paldea when I saw Kubfu training. I ambled right up to it and asked, "Oh ho ho, hard at work trading, are you?" Why, the two of us got along like a house on fire. We trained together for a time till Kubfu seemed to be itching to move on. But it left me a gift. It plucked me up a haul of bamboo sprouts that grew nearby, just for me. It loves that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. Yeah, I know exactly where Kubfu is. Like, the precise location, I won't say I do, but obviously it's the same place where we got Cobalion, so. Alright, Glastrier, the last of the horses. Speaking of Glastrier, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger feller. I was off hiking among Paldea's peaks for a bit of fun, mountain climbing being a bit of a hobby. I was trekking up and up those snowy hillsides, and I figured I might have been nearly to the summit when I came across some ruins. Perhaps they'd been a house once? The walls still looked sound enough, and that I thought I could take shelter and have myself a little rest. I'd no sooner drawn close for a look than this Pokemon appeared, white as the driven snow. Glastrier had been sleeping inside when it popped its long face out. The fright nearly froze my heart. Alright, there we go. So Kubfu, Glastrier. Let's get 3 more Pokemon. Groudon, there you go. Now we're talking. I'm looking for a Pokemon. Alright. You know Groudon, frightfully rare that one. Not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Groudon, I do recall this one particular encounter. I did spy old Groudon once, back in the days when I was adventuring around Paldea. You know the huge cave system under that one town? I can never remember the name. Anyway, the name don't matter, except to say that that's the place where I saw that feller. I thought to myself, well, if that ain't Groudon, and I gave a big wave of my arms to say hello. What else are you supposed to do when you face the continent Pokemon, I ask you? So anyway, I did that, and then it showed me its huge, fearsome claws, that it did. Alright. So Groudon is one of the ones we're actually really looking for, so let's hope we can get Ho-Oh next. Articuno, okay. I vaguely remember where Articuno is too, but I'll see if I'm right. Speaking of Articuno, I do recall this one particular encounter. See, I'd found this lovely pond up on the snowy peaks of Paldea and had decided to go for a dip, hankering for a bit of cold water swimming. When, would you believe it, Articuno comes swooping down along the nearby waterfall and starts flying about above me, singing away. I was tickled pink, I was. Went on merrily singing with Articuno even as the sun set and the moon rose. Before I knew it, it was morning again. Alright. We don't have many left, which is good, so I'm hoping for either Moltres or Ho-Oh for this next one. And Ho-Oh, beautiful. There's a Ho-Oh treat. Now this is a real old tale from those long ago days when I just started out as a trainer. I was down in the southwest of Paldea, near the cascading waterfalls down there. I've been up through the night, training without rest to make my Pokemon stronger. Then Ho-Oh appears in the sky above me, glittering and sparkling bright as you ever saw. I'd sure like to believe that it appeared there to cheer me on when I was trying so hard. It loves that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. Okay. we're finally going to make some real progress here, as we now have 5 more snacks to be able to hunt down Pokemon with. Glastrier, Cubfu, Groudon, Ho-Oh, and Articuno. And we will take them on next episode. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood N-Man64. Join me next time when we begin the pursuit by hunting for Cubfu outside of where the fighting type base was for Team Star. Until we meet again, my lovelies, sayonara.